I thought that someone was breaking into my house. Hi guys, it's me, Lily. So today I'm going to be doing like a story time video of paranormal stuff that has happened to me and like just kind of scary things. I love watching these types of videos. So I wanted to make one since they are just so interesting to me. And like this video if you want more story times, because I have a couple stories of my own and a lot of my friends, and we could like all come together and tell our stories. And also, if you guys don't really believe in ghosts or you like don't like ghost stories, then you don't need to watch this. I like them. I like listening to them and telling them. So, yeah, let's get started. Nothing really scary happened to me until I lived in the house that I'm living in now. This house is really old that I'm living in. It was built in the 1700s. So it's really old. It's an old Victorian. It's like on the historian, like we live in a historian street, like it has a plaque, like it's a true like historian house. And so like you would expect that some stuff would happen here. So a lot of things that have happened are this is, okay, I'll do it here. This is the door, the entrance to my house. This is a doorway to go into the like dining room. This is the spiral staircase. And the spiral staircase is like right over there. So always at the second doorway, looking in, you can see like the dining room, you can see that doorway, and in the kitchen you can see that doorway. So always whenever I'm walking into the kitchen on my like peripheral, I don't even know, like my side vision, I always see, ah! Fucking God, Claire, you scared me! So on my side vision, I will always see like a black outline, and I don't know if it's a girl, if it's a woman or a man, like I can't tell, but it's always just like a black outline, and then you'll see it just standing there, and then you look, and then it's not there. So that happens all the time, and I once brought it up to my family, and they're like, yeah, we see that too. And so you kind of just get used to it, like I'm used to it now, like it's just like, oh, hey, and it doesn't like really scare me because you're just used to it, and like, you know, it's not bad, like I know that it's not bad. One night, this was pretty recently, I was lying in my bed about to go to sleep, and I leave my door closed, and I don't know, I normally don't leave my door closed, but this night I did. So I left my door closed, and all my windows were closed. So I know it wasn't the wind, and I didn't have a fan on or like an air vent, so there was no wind in my room. And my door was closed, was fully closed. I know that it was. And so I'm lying in my bed, I'm lying right here, and I'm like on my phone, and I'm turned this way, so I like am facing the door, and the door just like slowly opens, and I didn't see the knob turn because I just like didn't pay attention until I heard it open, but it was open, and then it was opening, and then right as I knew what was happening, it stopped. So I like I didn't really know like what was happening. I was like, wait, why is my door closed? And there's like, oh my God, my door is opening. And then it stopped. And it was really scary. It stopped like midway, and I was so scared, and I was just so scared, so I like ran over and like closed the door again, and then nothing happened after, but it was really scary and like freaky. Even if it was like, I don't know what it could have been, but if it was a ghost or something, then that's pretty scary. Another scary experience that has happened to me is Ouija board experience, and I don't really believe in Ouija boards. Like it's like I'm not like that into them, but I did it once. And I'm not really going to go too in-depth because I can have that be a different story because it's a pretty long story. So if you want that Ouija board story, give it a thumbs up because I will tell you guys that. But it was a really scary Ouija board story, and it's pretty long, so I'm just going to leave that for another video. So like that video if you want this story. Another experience that I had was at an old bookstore in my town. And we were the bookstore is pretty old, like everything in my town is pretty old. But we were in the attic part of the bookstore, and there were books, and no one was there. And my friend and I were just walking around. We were about to leave, and this book, like we're walking, here's a bookshelf, and this book on the top shelf, it doesn't like fall. Like if a book fell, it would just be like do, and then it would like land right here. It like throws itself off the bookshelf and it hits my friend. Like I'm here, she's here, it hits her, and then it like falls to the ground. And the weird thing, people would say, oh, it just fell, but no. If it just fell, it might have hit me, but it like went like and then hit my friend. So that was really scary, and it wasn't like, it was scary. It was kind of funny because like my friend got hit in the face with the book, but that was kind of creepy, and we were like, oh my god, what? So that was an experience, and that happened when I was about in 7th grade. So that was really weird, and we haven't gone back there. And the last story that I have to tell you guys was when my friend and I, the same friend, her name is Sophie, she was in the bookstore with me. We were having a sleepover. This was probably in like 8th grade, and we were in my living room, and we were just playing like Super Mario Brothers, and we hear this glass shatter. And we look at each other and we're like, oh my god, what is going on? And I'm like, I thought that someone was breaking into my house because there were windows in my kitchen, and I was like, oh my god, someone threw a rock to the window and they're in our house right now. So I was so scared. So I look over, I stand up, and I walk towards the doorway of the living room because you can see into the kitchen through only that doorway. So I like peer through, and I don't see anything, so then I run up the stairs, and I leave Sophie behind, and then she runs up with me, and we like tell my mom, and my mom's come down, and nothing is in the kitchen. The window is fine. This glass cupboard in the kitchen was open, and a glass bottle fell, but it was behind another thing. So it wasn't like it was the first thing in the cupboard. It wasn't like the cupboard door opened and then that glass bottle fell because it was leaning on the door. No, this glass bottle was in back of a plate, and the plate was perfectly fine, but then the glass bottle fell and went to the floor, and that was the shattering. So that was a little freaky because it could, like, how could it break and go on the floor if the plate in front of it was fine? So that was like kind of weird, and I am still kind of freaked out by that. Those are my ghost stories, and don't forget to like this video if you want to hear about the Ouija board story, because that is really cool and like really scary. Comment down below your ghost stories because I really want to hear them, and subscribe because I put up new videos every week. So I will see you guys in my next video.